My name is Lisa, and I'm a working professional at a certain company. I don't have a boyfriend and am entirely devoted to my job. I live with my parents, and our everyday life hasn't seen much change. However, recently, my father started managing a takoyaki, octopus ball, shop.
Here you go. One takoyaki plate.
Thank you. So delicious. The outside is crispy, and the inside is soft and gooey. It's addictively good.
Ha ha ha. Thanks. Look, I've tried making various other types too. Give them a taste.
Let's see. Yeah. The grated radish with ponzu sauce is refreshing and easy to eat.
Oh, that's good to hear. Is this the right amount of ponzu sauce?
I think so. This amount of ponzu seems about right. If anything, I'd prefer a bit more grated radish.
I see. Too much radish might cool down the takoyaki.
Oh, right. What about making it self-serve? I think the akashiyaki, a type of takoyaki, would taste good with grated radish too.
Ah, that does sound tasty. All right, I'll consider it.
In this way, father would sometimes serve up his takoyaki and ask for my opinions. All the takoyaki my father made tasted wonderful, and I absolutely loved them. Then one day.
Hey, Lisa, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk about something.
What's up, Dad? Why so formal all of a sudden?
Well, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Meet? Okay, but why?
I was thinking, how about a formal marriage introduction?
What? An arranged meeting?
Yeah, well, you're at that age, right? I mean, you're a good person and all, but maybe the reason you're still single is the environment. Yo, so, what do you say? Would you consider meeting him at least once?
Well, I mean, I don't have a boyfriend, so. Okay, I'll meet him once.
Really? Thank you.
And so, out of the blue, my father brought up the idea of an arranged marriage meeting. It caught me off guard, but since I didn't have a boyfriend, I decided to give it a try. A few days later, I made plans to go out to eat with my friends Mia and Noah. When I told them, so, I'll be having that arranged meeting soon.
Wow, what? Lisa, you're doing the marriage introduction? Like, the traditional arranged meeting.
I don't know any other kind, so it's probably just what you're imagining.
Ah, I see. Wow.
Ha ha ha, Noah, you're so funny.
That was an over-the-top reaction.
Seriously, that was too much. Ah,
Hey, Mia, you're laughing a bit too hard there.
I can't help it. Ah ha ha, it just hit my funny bone.
Oh, Mia, stop it. What's so funny?
Why? Ah ha ha, please, don't make me laugh anymore. Ah ha ha.
She's gone. Oh man, me too.
Seriously, what's gotten into you two? Noah looked oddly sad, while Mia kept laughing amusingly. I didn't quite understand their reactions, but I decided not to dwell on it too much. Then came the day of the arranged meeting.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us today.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here.
Ah, you must be. It's nice to meet you both.
Yeah, hi.
The other party turned out to be Gerard, a high-ranking bureaucrat, and his son Hoyt. Just as I started getting a bad feeling from their careless greetings.
Let's cut to the chase. We've looked into you and your family.
Got to say, this might be the worst one yet.
Excuse me.
A daughter who didn't finish high school and a father who runs a takoyaki shop. Are you trying to mock us? You do realize Hoyt is a bureaucrat, right? Someone of your low standing doesn't come close to matching my son's credentials.
Right, only elites should marry elites. The idea of dating you? It's absurd.
Wah.
Well, regardless of our takoyaki shop, my daughter is sincere and kind-hearted. I'm sure she would support Hoyden.
Shut up, old man. If I say no, it means no. Ha ha ha.
Well, how about we at least discuss our interests and such?
I already told you it's not happening. All you'll probably talk about is your family's takoyaki shop. If you want to talk marriage with me, go restart your entire life and then come back.
So in short, we see no value in talking to the likes of you. What a waste of our time.
You really don't have to go that far.
Why shouldn't we say it as it is? Go on back to your lowly life. All you people who can only make takoyaki should just leave.
Ha, go home and eat some takoyaki or something.
Without even trying to get to know us, they judged and looked down on us based on our social standing. My patience was reaching its limit with the two of them. And then. Understood. We'll be leaving then. Consider this proposal over.
Yes, that seems best.
How interesting that you're the ones to call it off.
I've been wanting to end this anyway, so this works out.
Looks like we're in agreement. All right, Lisa, let's go.
Right. Excuse us then.
After all that, that's your reaction? You sure are easygoing, just like takoyaki.
This must be how you've managed to get by in the world, the wisdom of the lower class.
Gore. Say what you want, but please don't come to regret it.
What an amusing thing to say. That should be our line.
A chance like this will never come again for lowlives like you. Ha! Idiots really are idiots, aren't they?
Lisa, let it go. They're not worth our time.
Hoyt and Gerard ridiculed and laughed at us to the very end. After leaving them behind, we decided to contact someone. A few days later.
Why is there a crowd at my workplace? What's with all this media?
This looks like the crowd we get when something's gone wrong. Father, did you do something?
I didn't do anything. I've made sure there's no trail leading back to me. Hoyt, are you sure you didn't mess up?
I haven't done anything either. So, why are all these reporters here?
Aha, found them. You two, what did you do to Lisa and her father?
Wah! Isidore. Why are you after us?
Are you talking about that takoyaki father-daughter duo? We didn't do anything to them.
Don't lie. I heard you said some awful things during the arranged meeting. I've even received detailed documentation about it.
Documentation? How did you know about the meeting?
And what does that meeting have to do with this situation?
Akihiko is a former bureaucrat and a respected senior among us. Well, you probably don't know him since you're from a different department.
Yes, that's the situation.
Thank you for the other day. We truly appreciate your help. Hoyt and Gerard were taken aback by the large crowd of media surrounding their workplace. As Isidore was explaining about us to them, we made our appearance.
If it isn't Mr. Akihiko and Lisa, I deeply apologize for the grave misconduct of my subordinates the other day.
Don't worry about it. You weren't in the wrong.
It was these two who belittled us, saying they had higher qualifications.
Wait, don't tell me all this media gathered because of us?
Indeed. Such behavior, unbecoming of bureaucrats. I thought it was about time to give you a reality check.
This is absurd. We didn't do anything.
Right. Aren't you just misunderstanding something?
I didn't expect you to admit your mistakes so easily. However, shut up, old man. If I say no, it means no. Ha ha ha. Lowly families who can only make takoyaki should just leave. How would you explain those remarks?
My father recorded everything at that time. There's no escaping now.
What did you say to them?
We didn't know he was a former bureaucrat.
Ugh. So what? We are bureaucrats. Isn't it okay for us to be a bit arrogant?
What kind of reasoning is that? It's not about him being a former bureaucrat, that's beside the point. Just because you're bureaucrats doesn't mean you can act superior to others. We cornered the two of them with the recording my father had made, but they still tried to make excuses and were defiant. When I confronted the pair.
What's with that tone? To begin with, it was you who hid the fact that he was a former bureaucrat.
Right. Why is a former bureaucrat running a takoyaki shop anyway?
What I do after my retirement is my own business. You see, I've always loved takoyaki. I've even gone to the national diet with seaweed flakes accidentally stuck to me. So after retiring, I started my dream takoyaki shop. That's all there is to it.
It's because you're always preoccupied with your takoyaki that you ended up with a daughter who didn't finish high school.
Exactly. At the end of the day, she's a dropout and I'm a bureaucrat. The difference in our credentials is clear.
It's true I didn't finish high school, in Japan, that is. I lived in America from high school and graduated from a local university there.
And she graduated top of her class from the highly renowned Kyosuke University. Frankly, her credentials are much better than yours, Hoyt.
Ha! There's no way a takoyaki maker's daughter has better credentials than me.
Yes, no matter how accomplished your daughter might be, if her father's just a takoyaki vendor.
The two of them seemed desperate to justify their derogatory remarks about us. We decided to further enlighten them with reality.
Yes, I started the takoyaki shop as a hobby, but it's only a small part of my business ventures. I have many other businesses, and honestly, I earn more now than I did during my time as a bureaucrat.
By the way, I'm also assisting my father as the vice president.
You've got to be joking. What's with these high specs?
This is a lousy surprise attack. Bring back the dropout takoyaki family.
What do you mean, bring back? The same daughter you've been mocking had jewelry stolen by you too. And you even sold it. Quite the audacity you have there.
What? What are you suddenly accusing us of?
Why would we do something like that?
Of course, I expected such a denial. Here's the video evidence. It's impressive how you managed to steal it in such a short time.
You selling someone else's belongings. What were you thinking?
Hold on a second. That's not the only thing these guys are up to.
Honestly, it's shocking to hear what a public servant is up to.
Even when I exposed the matter of the stolen jewelry, the two of them refused to admit anything. At that moment, Noah and Mia appeared.
Who are you two?
Outsiders should stay out. Shut up.
These are my friends, Noah the detective and Mia the lawyer. By the way, Gerard, you're having an affair, aren't you?
Here's the proof. Photos. The original data is in 4K high definition.
I was actually approached by your wife. She wants to divorce you and claim alimony.
My father has had a lot on his plate with work. He had to do what he did just to keep up with his job.
Oh, really? Then what about this? Please watch this surveillance footage. Hoyt, you seem to be quite aggressive at this cafe, aren't you?
Lisa and her dad run that cafe. By the way, they serve a killer parfait.
So we have access to the surveillance footage. Don't start saying we stole it or anything.
You two, with the position of bureaucrats. What disgraceful behavior. We won't back you up any longer. You'll get what's coming to you.
Please, wait.
This was just a one-time mistake, right?
You've long since crossed the line of forgiveness. Thinking we'd let you off now is wishful thinking.
I checked just in case, and you guys are up to no good. Reflect on your actions.
You took your position as a public servant too lightly. It's a punishment for those who lack awareness that they're working on taxpayers' money.
To think that we have such people now, it's disheartening.
Father, it's just these people who are twisted. I'm sure others are fine.
As long as I'm alive, I won't tolerate this kind of behavior.
Yes, so let's see what becomes of these two who were not forgiven.
No, please.
What the hell? I thought being a bureaucrat meant a good life.
Thus, Gerard and Hoyt were thrust into the midst of the media frenzy, heads hung low. They put on quite a show in front of the press, crying and protesting, until Isidore intervened to calm the situation. Subsequently, they faced a barrage of questions from the media and were promptly fired from their bureaucratic positions. Public backlash was severe, and they ended up returning several years' worth of their salaries to the government. Gerard, caught up in his affair, divorced his wife and was slapped with a hefty alimony. He was eventually swamped in debt. Hoyt, on the other hand, had run-ins with the police due to the theft but settled matters with money. However, he then spiraled into a gambling addiction and racked up more debt, continuing his reckless lifestyle. Despite their mounting debt, they couldn't adjust to a more frugal life and were trapped in a never-ending cycle of financial ruin. As for us. Welcome, Noah. Come on in.
Hey there, Noah. We've been waiting.
Sorry for the intrusion.
Today I'm whipping up my special takoyaki. Dig in.
Since Mia couldn't make it suddenly, we have a lot left.
Thank you. I've heard a lot about your father's takoyaki from Lisa and was really looking forward to it today.
Oh. Didn't you recently say something like, "It's just not my thing," and investigate the takoyaki from our affiliate store? You know our taste, don't you?
Well, Lisa, don't bring that up.
Oh, so you were trying to compare the flavor of my takoyaki to the store's?
No, that's not it. Lisa just kept talking about how delicious they were, and I couldn't resist.
You investigate things when you can't resist them?
Oops.
Interesting. Here, freshly made takoyaki. Savor it.
Thank you. Wow, this is really good. Honestly, it's even better than the stores.
See? I told you so.
Interesting. I personally trained our store staff. Are you saying my takoyaki tastes better?
I might be a detective, but I can't lie about my findings. Your takoyaki is definitely better.
So, You're implying that I trained them poorly.
Come on, father, stop teasing him. Sorry, Noah. My father's just embarrassed.
That's a very intimidating way to show embarrassment.
Ha ha ha, my apologies. I just wanted to see what kind of man is interested in my daughter.
Well,
Huh?
Did I get that wrong?
not wrong, but why did you think that?
Well, you investigated Lisa's matchmaking candidate even though nobody asked you to, right?
Oh, wait, father.
But Mia said she was asked by the wife, and
No one never said a word about that, and me also said I was, implying she alone was involved. Plus, didn't she say she checked just in case? Want to listen to the recording?
Please, father, let's not bring that up.
Noah, is that true?
Well, it's not exactly.
Wait, you're blushing? Wait, what?
Ha ha ha. Looks like we got 2 boiled octopuses instead of grilled ones today.
After that day, we often met up with Noah and Mia. Today, we invited them both over for a takoyaki party at our place, but Mia got held up with sudden work and couldn't make it, leaving just Noah. And right in the middle of our gathering, my father started teasing us, leaving both me and Noah blushing and avoiding eye contact. Later, after the meal, my father seemed to thoroughly enjoy the evening, while Noah and I awkwardly finished the gathering. On the way back, while walking Noah out, he asked me out on a date. Smiling at the visibly flustered Noah, I happily accepted. Later, Mia would bombard me with questions about it, but that's a story for another day. This was the start of a lively new chapter in our lives. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.